Yes. I just gotta get a few extra things ready real quick. Tom, hey! How's it going, man? All right. Be more calm. Yeah, dude, you should. We really need to schedule a time to do a video together one of these days again, like we used to. これ違うのか。サイド、よし。There we go. Just had to get my other monitor ready. Come on, sensor bar. You can do this. Ow. So I'm having... Vice! Hey, man. What's up? Come on. Having trouble with my sensor bar. Why isn't it working? Okay, I know the button works. Come on. Sorry guys, I'm having trouble with my sensor bar. Don't know why it's not working. Hey, Ping. Oh, yeah. It's understandable. Well, shoot. I think the sensor bar might be broken, so I'm probably not going to be able to play the Wii games. Ah. Fuck. Ooh, nice. You started Kingdom Hearts 3. What do you think, dude? Sorry to hear that, dude. Vice. If I can just tweak this a little bit. もう少し整理してみたら。ビーターバーに戻るかな。Come on. Okay, well, I give up. The sensor bar is officially broken. So there won't be any Wii games today. Just give me a second, I'm gonna put the Wii stuff away. And where's my PS Vita? Might as well continue where we left off in Puyo Puyo-san. I really wanted to play 20th Anniversary too. Oh, that's even less comfortable. Witchy. 変態決定戦 Oh, all right. Well, I know that was kind of awkward, but thanks for stopping by, Tom. I'll catch you later. But for sure, we definitely need to do one of these videos one of these days. Hang on, guys. My mom's home. Hi. Hey guys, I'm back. Stay kaiju. Stay kaiju. I don't know, guys. I mean, after that beginning, kind of felt a little awkward. What you think was that? I have a quick question. I mean, are you guys okay just continuing on this stream, or do you want me to maybe do something else? Like, say maybe Puyo Esports on the PS4, or something like that? I mean, it's your guys' call. Just not having the sensor bar working there kind of made it feel a little awkward. Alright. Still continue. Hentai modus. いや、どこが変態？ラグナスってどういうところが変態なのか？シェゾ。ドゥルー。無視してんぞ。あの時もその時もこの時もはあ？どういうこと？ Yeah, these two are bitter enemies, so I have no idea why she would. Yeah. Hey, Nick. How goes it? Oh, man. To be honest, I am tired too. I've been working out a lot. Oh. Also, this scene is iconic.ちゃんと変態でやることをちゃんと認めてたね。I've actually been working out all day. Walking, arms, lifting weights, and cardio. Oh god, this cutscene. Zoldaimo. Stay kaiju. Yeah, I remember that. Ah. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I mean, they must have the studio must have the reasons, but yeah, kind of dumbs down the hype for Hikaru Midorikawa's performance. And we both know we love the actors. Okay, what's going on here? Makes sense. Hey, Caleb. Oh. Huh. That's kind of shocking, honestly.お前のこと無視してんぞ。
興味がないっていうの？そんな貧相な体に用はない。あなたひょっとしてそういえばその時もこの時も
Thanks, Caleb, but I honestly don't. I'm going to be real honest here. As a longtime fan of the series, hearing, the Puyo games outside of Japanese is an absolute outside of Japanese. I mean, I'm not used to that. That's an honest culture shock. But I'm glad to hear more people get to play it. That's the important part. Because it's such a great series. I could use a green here. Yo. うだい。
そういうこと言うか。
うん。
うるさい、そんなことよりお前のすべてを俺にくれ。黙れ、勝負だ。
そんな変なこと言うから変態って言われるんだからな。The Sega Saturn version has a lot better quality for this cutscene. Like, for this final Satan cutscene, the audio quality for the PlayStation version is bad. I just watched the context of the cutscene. The Sega Saturn version has so much funnier, like the audio quality is so much better, and Satan's scream sounds funnier. That's as far as I'm gonna go with Sun. But Satan's screams are hilarious. That's the best part about beating him in the match, is you get to hear him scream. Alright, so we did 2 last time, and we did Oral Androgon Story and Sun, so I think we should move on to the next one, Puyo Puyo, which I have to say, in all honesty, is one of the weaker ones. I mean, it still has its fun behind it. But before I go any further, let's just take into the animated cutscene. Why are Rulu and Shuzo on the same cart? Draco-chan! Richie. And that's Chico. Okay, the first thing I'd like to say that despite... Okay, so this is 1999, where compile's at the second to last leg in their structure, but the animation was actually really good. That was really fun to see. And that opening with Satan... Soul Eater, yeah. I need to get back to watching that show again. Yeah, the thing that's been keeping me from doing so is Blair, because, of course, nosebleed. Anyway, so yeah, this is Puyo Puyo. And as you can tell, yeah, the animation was really good. And so, as you probably noticed, Puyo Puyo took a step back to its predecessor with a more Mado Monogatari style, like art style and animation. Mostly art style. So this is after Waku Puyo Dungeon and Mado Monogatari for the Sega Saturn. So ever since the unfortunate, Puyo-san didn't really sell as well, Compile took a step back to the predecessor with Mado Monogatari. Both the Sega Saturn game and Waku Puyo Dungeon, but while they sadly did not do well with sales, they did show themselves to be great examples of games that took a stab and tried something new while still keeping what made the games great intact. And then Puyo Puyo is the follow-up. So yeah, this game it's Puyo Puyo, but it's taking the Mado Monogatari style graphics again, and dark theme. So let's start with the story. So in the 10th, it says the ringleader actually looks very familiar to someone she knows, and Carbuncle was called to the stage. The ringleader said he's going to make Carbuncle disappear as a trick. Yup, it's Satan.
さっきのステージでのショーをすっかり忘れていたようです。歌いながら探してみたけれど、
It's ridiculous.
カバンの姿は全然見つかりません。だんだん不安になってきたアルルは近くにいた団員に尋ねました。それが思わぬ長旅の一歩になるかもしれないと。
Arl fell for that, people. Carbuncle was called to the stage on the summon by a ringleader to do a magic trick. He said he's going to make Carbuncle disappear. But yeah, as Yuzaki also pointed out, yeah, that was clearly Satan. He naturally makes Carbuncle disappear and immediately ends the show. People were shocked, but everyone, including Arl, gave a huge applause before leaving the tent. Only then, when she started waiting outside the tent, did she realize that Carbuncle was really gone. So the whole quest is to find Carbuncle. Skeleton tea again. Kakun? 食べ物じゃないよ。飲み物でもないよ。違う。Carbuncle's not food or drinks. 思ってるけど。Skeleton Tea's always the first. Well, no, not always. Most of the time he is. So yeah, another thing you might notice along the cutscenes is that the audio quality very much overlaps the dialogue. So it's really hard to understand. I mean, thank God the captions are there, but kind of see the bye-bye, man. Archon. Archon set a bunch of pitfall traps. Actually, I shouldn't have said that. I don't mean to insult your guys' intelligence, because that's, like, the exact opposite of the things I want to do. Welcome back, Nick. Kikimora. Katteni monogako tanonja dame daro. Ooh. Snap. Turning into Ulsamon's son. Next thing you need is Takahiro Sakurai. Sakinoko-san? Sakinoko? Well, you're talking like an old lady now, Kikimora. You know what? Shoot. I'm going for it. Ah! Hokeda! There, I said it. You happy? Senkanyo. For those of you who didn't get that earlier, that was a reference to a scene in the 8th episode of the TV series Ulsamon's-san, where Takahiro Sakurai plays Ulsamon's-san and shouts a dirty word out, shouts out a dirty word in public during a murder mystery. Like one of those points where you actually can't say it on live television unless, like, you're airing the show late at night. Arudu, I don't think you needed Kikimora to figure that out, that the ringleader took Carbuncle with him. I really hate to be that guy, but that was dumb. I mean, we're only a year away from Puyo Puyo Box, but still. I'm sorry, but seriously.
まさか僕踏んじゃってたとか？そんなわけないでしょ。あなたの足元に下方陣があるでしょ。あ、本当だ。そこでイメージするのです。あなたに探しているものを。探しているもの、カープなの？
じゃあ想像してみて。ありがとう。
ありがとう。世話が焼けますわね。
Okay, so something I kind of want to talk about. Well, first off, for those of you who didn't understand I trust your intellect. I trust your guys' intelligence. I just want to say that. I just want to put that in advance. But for as far as dialogue goes, if you don't know, Kikimora, after the match, Kikimora, of course, spelled it out that the ringleader took Carbuncle with him. I'll get to that afterwards. But there's a magic little ring, like there's a magic markings on the bottom that Arl's standing on. And Kikimora says that all she has to do is think of the thing or person that she's looking for, and then the ring will glow and take her to the area where it or they are. So Kikimora was of help, but yeah, I'm with Kikimora on that whole, just whatever. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is, yeah, Arl's not supposed to be bright. She's a great character. And yeah, her flaws are that she doesn't really have a sense of manners. Yeah, she doesn't really have a sense of mannerisms, which is fine. That's her personality. And she's not the most aware, of certain things. But yeah, I have to agree with Dave on that. I mean, it only gets worse in Puyo Puyo Box. But that's... not recognizing that it was Satan. For Puyo Puyo standards, that was so blatantly obvious. I mean, what the hell? Oh, and Yuzaki's got another point, too. There's no place like home. Wizard of Oz. Carbuncle's not here. Well, そりゃありがたいけど。Huh? Well, Panity did give a nice offer to entertain her with before the concert shows up. Panity was nice enough to offer to entertain her well before the concert shows up, and that the concert is really free of charge. But naturally, he thinks that Arl doesn't want to hear it. makes a comment saying not very popular, and that pisses him off. Okay, so let's see that here. Another way to interpret it, Arl does blatantly know it's the time, but goes along with it because he didn't think there would be a game. Okay, I actually... Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one in mind. She didn't go along with it, there wouldn't be a game. Plot point, like... She's going along with it because plot. Arl falls for this because plot device. You're actually right, Yuzaki. Puyo Puyo can be Deadpool if they could be Deadpool if they want to when it comes to fourth wall breaking. It's a very Manzai humor it's a very Manzai / comical humor based series. So I mean, you'd think they would play that gag, but here's one of the things I would like to talk about in Puyo Puyon in advance. So yeah, I've mentioned the the Mado style artwork with the Puyo Puyo humor. Well, technically that part I haven't mentioned. It's a Puyo Puyo game with a Mado Monogatari style artwork. But I think that is one of the weakest points in this game. I think it falls flat. Like, I give props for trying something new, but the comedic delivery doesn't really match. The comedic delivery of the the slapstick and the humor doesn't really match well with the serious tone and the art style. And let's be honest, I don't really think the humor in this game is really that funny. I'm saying that in preparation for my reviews coming up. Dorako-chan! Tabun sore. Puyo 勝負だね。 She still thinks it's a beauty contest. She's still cute, Dorako-chan. Yeah, I take that back earlier. Skeleton T is not always the first boss. It's usually Draco in the early games. But in Puyo 2, technically, it starts with Skeleton T. Oh, hell yeah. Arl for Smash. I would fly to the moon if that were confirmed. Of course, I'm gonna make that joke. You know what? Yeah, for those of you who don't know already, I'm planning on making a Puyo Puyo version of Let Me Smash. And I think it's gonna fit perfectly. So yeah, Arl is Becky, and Satan is Ron. Ben is Shezo. This is a nice staff. I like staves. Pick. Let me smash. Please. No, Satan. Go find Rulu. You want some fuck? No, Satan. I don't want some I got you, Blue. Hey, girl. Want some horn? Pick. Satan, your horn is small. What? I don't know what he would say in comparison for Sweetie. You want yellow. She doesn't want yellow. Blue or yellow. No. Satan, I'm leaving. What? No, wait, let me smash. What's my life come to? Arl used to think my horn was big. Arl used to let me smash, but Arl smashing Shezo. Shezo's a hoe. Just, that setup is perfect. And then, you know, where the part where Ron goes crazy, he says, I got a stick. Stick. Well, I have a scenario where Satan decides the sticks are plugs in reference to the cringy plugging in the tower moment of Puyo Puyo Box that jumped the shark. Bitch, just little plugs, plug. And then as he's doing that, he goes crazy. And then he does a stunt from Puyo 2. You know when you beat every floor in Puyo 2, Carbuncle knocks the floor over like a Daruma Otoshi game? Well, Satan does just that to the tower as he's going crazy. The skit goes from there. Hi, いつもの返事。
美少女コンテストだったら絶対負けないのに。そうだ、私が案内してあげるわ。ドラゴンが？ほら、
ありがとう。ありがとう。トラコちゃん。
いいのいいの。困った時はお互い様よ。
はあ。
ありがとう、トラコ。なんちゃって。アルルだけ美少女コンテストには行かせないよ。
Yeah, she's actually going to tag along through the entire game, which is actually cool. Because as you go along in the story, you do get a party member system where you get to select what skill you want to use based on your party member. And what Draco said was, yeah, she's not going to let Ara win the beauty contest. Really? I mean, I know it was funny the first time in Puyo-san, but they're still having Nohoho eat curry, even though he's allergic. Gee. Yep, she's hungry. お腹空いたね。
そんなことしてる暇ないでしょ。美少女コンテストへ行くわよ。
まあまあ、そう慌てんと。100ゴールドでどうじゃ。
はあ。
ちなみに楽勝は50ゴールドじゃ。
お金取るの？
当たり前じゃない。
しかも食いかけじゃ。
Ew. Okay, so Nohoho is willing to offer Arl food for 100 gold, and then he says that Rakyo, the treats from the Madou Monogatari series, are 50 gold. And when Arl asks, "You're taking money?" Nohoho responds, "Plus, it's half eaten." That's gross. You're charging people money for half-eaten foods, Nohoho. And yeah, he's wearing pants in this game. I don't like Nohoho, nor do I really like frogs, but that's... He wears pants and he's selling half-eaten foods. Ed eats everything in the neighborhood, and they try to sell the half-eaten food back to the kids. A glass of warm Ed, if I'm not mistaken. Kinda. The Ed and Nettie school of selling food. Seriri-chan. I'm just gonna say ahead, she's a party member.
はあ？いや、僕はカーテンを探して。そうなんだ。ここに来る人みんなそう。ひどいわ。ちょっと泣かないでよ。体が
気づいてないのかよ。被害妄想。Yeah, because she's a mermaid. Because she's a mermaid, she thinks people are gonna, want to eat her because eating a mermaid will gain people eternal life. And she went on saying, when she explained this to Harl, she realized that she might be vulnerable and giving that secret away. And the fact that she doesn't really have any, she doesn't have she was hoping, someday a prince would come see her, but really that everyone just wants to eat her and that she doesn't have a friend in the world that would care if she dies. That's really depressing. So she's very defensive. That's super depressing. Now she says everyone get along now. That escalated quickly. Hey, welcome to my world, talking about movies and reviewing them. I definitely want to hear your opinion on a lot of them. Like a lot of the movies you see. Hmm. 友達なら目の前にたくさんいるよ。Aww. They're friends. おいおいおい、アルル。セリリを打ち込ませるような表情はしないでくれ。So Sariri has joined our team, and she's got friends. Oh God. Dave, guys, you remember the scenario in Puyo Puyo Box where Skatodora appears? I'm gonna wait on your response before we move on. Yeah. Honestly, I think we should, like, if you're up for it, we should maybe see some movies together and then, like, talk about it as a review. Share our opinions, you know, maybe through here. Yes, Skatodora, but Ping, you remember in the Puyo Puyo Box where, you know, Skatodora appears? Well, there's a bit of an inconsistency between this game and Box. Like, it's 50% consistent, but the other 50% is not very much. Yeah, Skatodora has a crush on Sariri. Ooh. They have a date scheduled. Skatodora just said, "Are you what? Today's our promised, our scheduled date." And then Aro makes a comment saying, well now, Sariri. So you do have someone like a boyfriend who would ask you out on a date. It's like, see, you have people who care about you. And then here's Sariri's response. Oh. で、一緒にされた。Sariri just friend zoned him. Well, not really a rejection, but Sariri just said they're just friends. Also, another inconsistency too. Wasn't Sariri complaining earlier or crying this case earlier that she didn't have any friends that would care if she were around or not? Well, get this. She knows Skatora's existence at this point and admitted that he's a friend and just a friend. To the comic, to the whole joke of rejecting him as a boyfriend. Oh. I don't want to say it's as bad. Well, I don't want to say the writing's as bad as Puyo Puyo Box, but it's coming dangerously close. I know this is the last this is the semi-final nail in the coffin for Compile, but right before Puyo Puyo Box, but jeez. The writing in this game's not very good, even for simplistic standards. Yeah. There are a few things in this story that are funny, like the Skitotaro rejection thing, but that's kind of a plot hole in itself. Oh, God. あの声はハッピーの音痴声。ハッピーの音痴声だ。This is the concert that Panity was talking about earlier. That's still in progress, but is willing to entertain her. We just have to wait for Panity. Ah, 火山の方からちゃんと準備できてる。Okay. All right. Okay, Harpy Duval, we're kind of in a hurry here, so... For those of you who didn't get the reference, that was 8 Crazy Nights. Adam Sandler's animated holiday, quote-unquote, holiday movie. I just said Harpy Duval. Whitey Duval. In the movie, Adam Sandler plays his main character, but he also does an old man voice impression, and it is nails on a chalkboard annoying. God, the voices, the audio quality's overlapping the voices by about 60%. Witch. She's preparing for a ceremony. She needs all the ingredients. 俺もそんな予感してた。Oh my god. So the ingredients she needs for the ceremony are a dragon's tail, a mermaid's scale, 当たり前じゃん。ドラコとセリリの材料を取りたいって言ってるの。Her broom's just dancing in the background. I can't believe I said Harpy Duval earlier. I could use the green here. Tell me what. Oh no. Mods for Smash Special?
もう本なんか読んでとぼけないでよ。わかったわかった。もう諦めます
She's given up the...
よ。このページに書いてあるカーバン爪の赤は何が何でもいただきますわよ。
No, you don't, Witch. I mean, I'm glad you've given up on... Glad you've given up on Drago's tail and Sariri's scales, but... You're not getting Carbuncle's red... stone.
でもカー君ここにいないよ。ええ、さっき向こうの方へ行きました。ここにいるわけないですわ。え？どうして先にそれを言わないの？さっき案内して。
So, Witch was dragged along. Witch was dragged along to show us the way to find Carbuncle. Let me guess for mods. Uganda Knuckles, Arl Shezo, Big Chung Ass. Who?
そうですね。いいわね、先はのんきで。
Oh, a dragon. The dragon's asleep. Chance? Ew! Ew! Okay. You know, I'm starting to realize that this attempted rejoining of the spotlight for Puyo game has turned into an Adam Sandler movie. Hang on a second. Anyway, I had to recover from that. So, what's going on is that Witch wants to make a legendary secret magic potion, but in order to complete it, she needs dragon snot. That's disgusting. So, with the attempted change in animations, well, no, that doesn't really add up. Well, with the lowbrow humor and the sort of poor writing, I think it's safe to say that this Puyo game has turned into an Adam Sandler movie. Ugh. Ew, gross. That's freaking gross. And yeah, she's got a pick to do it. That's disgusting. Which is forcing her to pick it. Now it's awake. which was trying to force Arl to pick the dragon's nose. That's disgusting. Oh, now we get the origin. Now we get a timeless song. Puyo Puyo is pretty forgettable, but this song will go down in history. And it's still being played today in Puyo Puyo esports. Yeah, honestly, I had a feeling it was Donkey. Then the dragon ran away. And she's blaming Arl for waking the dragon up and letting it run away, when it was clearly Witch that was trying to force Arl to pick the freaking dragon's nose. Chico. Well, technically speaking, this game was originally made for the Sega Dreamcast, and I think it was around the time that Sonic Adventure was released. So, I think at this point I can say discount Teakle the Echidna. She thinks that they're here for the temple's treasures. She thinks that they're here for the palace's treasures, and she's trying to force them to get out. If you're not going to leave, I'll force you to leave, she says. God, the voice quality... It's not as bad as Box, but it's so distorted. Grandma's gonna punish me. Grandma's gonna scold me. 'I'd say that sounds good, Yuzaki. If you go further into the palace, you might find out where Carbuncle is. But Chico's gonna let us in. Well, mostly guide us. Chico is a party member. Gaia Cube. Oh, God. Shazzo. There's supposed to be a barrier here. Oh, that. He took a back entrance. It's something she forgot to close. Yeah, there was a backdoor entrance, despite the barrier, that Chico apparently forgot to close. Just like going through the back door of Koopa's castle in Super Mario World. I know exactly what you're talking about. Very similar, yes. Also, yes, Shezzo's crude and all, but I don't like the way his character's portrayed in this game. But technically, I don't like the way his character is in Box either. His character is so overblown. And I already made it clear about the character breaking. I mean, you're not cussing like you were in Mado Monogatari for the Sega Saturn, so what?
やっぱり来たわね。
いや、こっちのセリフだ、いや、こっちのセリフだろ、ルル。やっぱりお前が来たっていうこと。
なんでルルが知ってんの？
Have you found Carbuncle yet? How do you know that?
ここから先へは行かせないわ。
はいはい、いつものセリフ。That was so blatantly one-dimensional. Anyway. Okay, that's getting a little annoying there. I don't want to be that guy, but the way you keep hearing the scream all the time from the special effects sounds like Rulu's getting... Nah, I'm not gonna say it. Anyway. Huh? I couldn't do it, but Arl might be able to? Help him? Help that person? Inside the tent. Carbuncle's inside the tent. The beauty contest finally is about to begin. Huh? Why am I here with these guys? Arl, Carbuncle's redstone will be finally mine. Wait for me. And Chico's just going in there. It's like, why am I following these guys? And for once, Arl's actually saying, I'm counting on you, Rulu. I mean, counting on you, Arl.
こんにちは。誰かいませんか？あれ、誰もいないのかな？
Satan! Welcome to my circus.
あ、佐藤審査員。
Sheen Sain?
ってことは、また君の仕業か。ちょっと、なんか様子が変じゃありません？あのカーバンクル、人形ですわよ。
Which just pointed out that that carbuncle on Satan's shoulder is really a puppet.
それどころか、あの人自身がまるで人形みたい。
And Satan's state of being right now is that of a puppet. So now we know what Rulu's talking about. Even though I may not have been able to do it, maybe Arl can. So Satan's being possessed. Satan's not really the villain after all, and I think that is a good plot twist.
サタン、うちのカー君はどこ？
仲間を連れて愚か者め。
何？どうしたの？
他のやつらはもうみんな動けん。一人で来いアルル。お前に新しい世界を見せてやろう。
Yeah. Satan, even though he's possessed, Satan made a comment saying, what are you guys doing here? And you brought company? So Satan locked everyone into a barrier and, forced an Arl to come alone. Because, yeah, I mean, it's not like Arl to come in a team, but, yeah. So, yeah, this is Satan being possessed right now. Why am I getting a vibe from the Sonic the Hedgehog show? It's completely random. So, snooping as usual. Pingas? Pingas? Wow, I can't believe that's in my head now. Yeah, and another thing I'd like to point out, Puyo doesn't really fade out, like the music in Puyo doesn't really fade out and repeat itself like that. It's kind of a sign of the low budget. Can't really blame him, but it's kind of awkward. We broke Satan of his possession. Good work! Yes! He's back to his senses.
カークをどこやったの？
あるのか。なぜこんなところにいるのだ。
なぜって君がカークを連れてったからだよ。
何を言ってるんだ。この私がカーバンクルちゃんを無理やりさらうような真似をするわけがないだろう。
Hmm.
何よ、とぼけるって？
知らんものは知らん。
Satan's being sincere here.
そいつは何も知らないよ。
Oh. Before that voice, we get a mysterious voice, but I just like to say Satan, naturally admits that he would never do something as rash as force Carbuncle to go anywhere. I mean, because Carbuncle and Arl are the two people he cares about the most. And yeah, despite his stupid deeds to try and lure him, over here, all he really does is just lure him. He doesn't kidnap anyone. Here's the real ringleader.
よく来たね、アリル。でももう遅いよ。カーバンクルは僕のものだ。誰なの君？どこにいるの？ここだ、アリル。
Remember that clown from the intro?
ピエロじゃないか。なぜ君がカークを？カークを返してよ。ダメだ。せっかくサタンが連れてきたの。だったら力ずくでも取り返すからね。さーて、できるかな。僕に勝つということとどういうことか教えてあげるよ。
Yep, that's right. The villain is Doppelganger Arl. She possessed Satan to take Carbuncle and bring him here. Doppelganger Arl. So naturally, she has the same barrier special attack as Arl does. I mean, it's not so much that it's hard, it's just this battle goes on for some time because she uses the barrier. We won. Game over.
やった
I won. 勝ったぞ。
誰なの
Who are you?
つまらぬことを聞く僕はアルルだそれ以外は何者でもない
はあ？
しかし負けてしまったあグーはパーグパーグお腹空いたの
Are you serious?
ここから帰れるんだろうグーどうしたのカー君グーグーグーグー
マジかよ。What? That's it? Wait. Stop. Which was played by Mizutani Yuko? What? Are you kidding me? Yuko Mizutani played Witch in this game? They dragged her in for this? They dragged her in for this? Oh my god. Okay, shake it off. We're good. I love this game series, but for this subpar game, they dragged Yuko Mizutani in this. God rest her soul. So yeah, just a heads up, Yuko Mizutani is a former, well, no, not former. She's a late actress, famous for playing the elder sister in the cult classic Chibi Maruko-chan. But she's also famous for playing Minnie Mouse and Iris from Rockman X4. She also played a Draco role in one of the Puyo Puyo CD games. Yep, Puyo Puyo CD 2. Hey, MC Dragon Master. How's it going? Yeah, that sucks, because the animation of the opening cutscene was actually really good. I mean, especially for the game's low budget, it was very impressive. Also, I'll get into the whole doppelganger Arl thing once the credits are done. And Chico's still questioning why they're with the entire team, though. Yet she's still in the group picture here. I mean, I love that Draco's a part of the team, for sure, but... Here's another plot hole. How is Sariri able to go around when she's on land when she's a mermaid?
お腹すいたねパーク。お家に帰ろう。
And, of course, they...
ご飯はパークの大好きなカレーライスにしようか。
Again with the usual Puyo Puyo trope of going home to eat curry. They did this in Puyo 2. Well, not really in Puyo Puyo San. They did it in 2, they did it in this game, they did it in Box. Wow. Oh well. Wow, that was a very disappointing ending. So, now that we're finished with Puyo Puyo, what did you guys think overall? Before I get into my thoughts, I was wondering if I could ask your guys's. And just for the record, I will say this. I'm not going to spoil what the contents of my list are, but I will say that Puyo Puyo's definitely being on a certain rank on my top 5 worst Puyo games list. I'm going to say that much about the list. Yep. As a matter of fact, Dave, I've done my research about not just the game, not really more the games, but more of the reception in Japan for each of them, so I can add them to my list, as to why I put them in certain ranks and best or worst. But yeah, one of the many complaints about Puyo Puyo was the very bland and forgettable story. But the plot holes. By comparison, Puyo Puyo 7 is a story mode loaded with plot holes, but this one just left players scratching their heads in the end. It's like, what? So it turns out that Satan opened a box. So yeah, in the opening cutscene, Satan found a mysterious black box in his library, accidentally drops it, and opens up the contents. And then later on, we find out that Satan was actually being controlled by Doppelganger Arl. And at the end, when Arl asks who she is, the Doppelganger says, "I'm Arl. Nothing else matters. I'm not anyone else." but I lost. And then, boosh, she just disappears, and then Carbuncle's back. And as soon as they're wondering how they get home, like, as soon as she's wondering how they're going to get home, Carbuncle shoots, something comes out of Carbuncle's beam, and then, boom, that's it. The game just ends. That was... The writing of this game was not very good. Okay, so here's my input. I will give the game credit for trying to go back to the roots of its predecessor with the art style, but let's be honest, it fell flat. I really don't think the... How else can I say it? It fell flat. Because it's a Mado Monogatari style, the tone of the story was a lot more... was darker and more fit to Mado Monogatari standards. But the quirky humor that's usually found in Puyo Puyo doesn't really match with the tone. And let's be honest, not a lot of it's very funny. And Puyo Puyo, the Puyo Puyo games are known for taking the characters of Mado Monogatari and setting them up to a more manzai humor style of comedy. And it's quirky, it's funny, and it's completely focused on the characters and their interactions with each other. And with that being the scenario, the characters have to have their own personality traits, so it makes sense for them to be one-dimensional and lacking character development, because character development's not really the focus. It's just the personalities riffing off each other, and it can be really funny. But in this game, it's not so much the characters are one-dimensional, it's the character interactions that are one-dimensional. There were a few moments that, that considered funny, but the writing was poor. There's a lot of plot holes in this game. The ending did not make any sense. Oh, and also Draco, which Sariri and Chico were just left trapped in the end. Like, they were being held, like they were frozen by possessed Satan's control, but we never saw them again for the rest of the game. So yeah, lots of plot holes. I mean, Puyo Puyo 7 has more plot holes, but this one was just ridiculous. And Arl not noticed, like, Arl at the beginning, how she doesn't, like, no, she can be oblivious at times, and that's her personality, but not recognizing Satan in the center of the stage. I mean, it's almost as if she knew that we wouldn't have a Puyo Puyo game if she realized it was Satan anyway. So, like Ryuzaki pointed out, it could be a fourth wall joke. So Puyo Puyo Box comes after this game, and it is the final nail in the coffin for Compile. And that one, the story was The story was awful. There was a lot of character breaking between Arl and Shezo. His character was overblown. The story was so bare bones obvious and almost an insult to the intelligence of fans. And then there was the nuking the fridge moment of plugging in the castle. What do you guys think, though? Yeah, this game did not age very well. As a longtime Puyo Puyo fan, it's disappointing, but I will say the animation in the intro was really good. But overall, the Mado Monogatari style dark tone and the art style did not really match well with the comedic delivery of the Puyo style comedic delivery, and it fell flat. So those are my thoughts. But with that being said, though, I think it's time to end the stream for tonight. It's almost 10 where I'm at, and my mom's going to be going to bed pretty soon, so out of respect, I'm going to keep quiet. And I need to rest. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will check with you guys later.